Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize about the headset. Mine is not working properly, so I had to use this one. And I apologize about the signal if it goes in and out. I'm traveling out in West Texas. I'm sorry, I'm driving. Traveling is what you do in your personal vehicle. So, I was thumbing through Facebook and come across this deal where apparently, well, two things. The first one being that kids are planning to have a walkout, national walkout, over the shooting that happened tragically in Florida. Now, that's bullshit. I applaud the teachers, the principals, and the school districts that have said upon this forthcoming event that we will perform disciplinary action up to suspension for students to do so. These Tide Pod eating, I can't tell what gender I'm in or what bathroom I should use, communists, indoctrinated by the government, and these indoctrinated government, indoctrination government settings called schools, need to sit down, shut up, and get their education in school, however lacking that is in today's society. And then I've seen the thing where, apparently, I think it's Baltimore, they plan on busing 3,000 students. The city, the mayor wants to bus 3,000 students to D.C. and have a big hoopla against the Second Amendment. Well, here we go with my connection. Okay. And I've been reading about this legislation that was passed in Florida, and this bill that's in the, what is it, Minnesota? I think it's in Minnesota House. I don't know, one of them, no, maybe Washington State, I don't know. I saw in Florida for 15 minutes, they banned AR-15s and all this stuff. You know, I'm keeping up with the whole kit and caboodle. It seems like people nowadays aren't very smart. They don't have common sense. Basically, they're a bunch of jackasses. And I'm going to tell you something. And I'm going to make this plain and real simple. That even you Tide Pod wearing, fidget spinning, romper styling, hermaphrodite freaks can understand it. The Second Amendment is part of the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights is nothing more than a written affirmation of something that already exists naturally. The right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Okay? Let's break that down. That's the second part of the Second Amendment. Second part of the Second Amendment. The right of the people to keep their arms shall not be infringed. That means every single gun law or ordinance or whatever that is out there is a violation of a natural and or, depending on how you look at it, God-given right. Let me tell you something about a right, because apparently people don't understand it. I appreciate that comment there, brother. A right is something that cannot be taken away, whether it be through popular opinion or legislation. You have a right to breathe. You have a right to eat. You have a right to defend yourself. You have a right to drink water. You have a right to live. You got a right to own any arm that you want. I don't care what the law says, but the law is null and void because it violates, it infringes upon your natural right. It is a written affirmation, the Second Amendment. That means, that's like writing down the grass is green. We know that the grass is green. We don't have to see it written down to know that the grass is green. We don't. We see that the ground is below our feet and the sky is above our head. We don't need somebody to write that down for us to know that the ground is below our feet and the sky is above our head. But when they do write it down, then there's a written affirmation of something that already exists. Same thing. Bearing on. Same damn thing. Let me tell you something. You can send all the kids you want to Washington, D.C. You can have all the national walkouts you want. You can pass total gun control in this entire country. You can. You can pass total gun control in this entire country. No matter what it means. Because it's null and void. It's null and void. Doesn't mean a thing. It's as worthless as a paper it's written and printed upon. Because it is my right, and my right shall not be infringed, to buy whatever weapon I want, carry it wherever I want, in any manner that I choose, as long as I am not infringing on somebody else's liberties. The Constitution and Bill of Rights is not there to protect your sniveling, whiny-ass feelings. It has nothing to do with your little crybaby-ass attitude. Well, I think this, well, I feel it doesn't matter what you think or feel. Your opinion and my opinion is null and void when it comes to the Constitution and Bill of Rights, or the Bill of Rights. Oh, lovely construction. Your opinion don't mean shit. It doesn't matter what takes place in this universe, or in this world, or in these United States, or in your state, or in your county, or in your city. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you cannot legislate, take away a God-given natural right. I am still going to buy my guns. However, I have to. I'm still going to buy my bump stocks. However, I have to. I'm still going to buy my body armor. I'm still going to buy my magazines. 30 round, 50 round, 100 round, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to do it. And I'm going to do it in any way that I can. Because not one person, excuse me, just one moment.
Hey buddy, you don't got a battery charger for this phone?
A what?
A battery charger. You can plug it for a couple of minutes.
Oh, I've got mine plugged in right now. I'm like at 13%.
No problem, take it.
My apologies. I want to buy whatever I want. And if I so deem to carry it wherever, I'm going to carry it wherever. And I do not care what any law says, because it's null and void. Don't amount to a hill of beans. You can pass all the legislation you want. Doesn't matter. If it becomes criminal for me to possess whatever, then I'll be a criminal. In your standards, in the standards of modern day society. But not in the standards of natural God-given rights. In the standards of natural God-given rights, I am justified. I don't care how many tragedies unfold. I don't want one more to unfold, ever. Not one. And you people, you Democrats, you libtards, you socialists, you scumbags, you whatever category you fit into. It's real simple. I'm going to tell you something so simple to understand. I can walk up to an elementary school student, tell them what I'm about to tell you, and they will fully comprehend and understand what I'm about to say. Chicago has some of the worst, if not the worst, gun laws, gun control in this nation. They have the highest death rate by guns. They're getting slaughtered every month in Chicago, Illinois. So your gun laws don't mean shit to criminals. And if I had to become a criminal to exercise my freedoms and liberties, then guess what? I will be a criminal, and I will wear that with a badge of honor. Pass all you want. Now, how hard is this to understand? If you have an iota of adulthood in you, of being a grown-up in you, and you could just this much objectively think, you will know and understand that what I am saying is true and correct. A gun can sit for 20, 30, 40, 50 years on a table and not kill one person. It is the individual and the hard heart that kills. It is the evil from within that kills. When you kill innocent people. You say, oh, okay, well, you want to be a criminal, da-da-da-da-da. Well, what happens when they come and try to confiscate your guns? Well, that's their funeral. I don't care who it is. I don't care if they're just doing their job. Doesn't matter. Our founding fathers understood the principle of freedom and liberty and understood the fact that the right to keep and bear arms shall not, should not, ever, ever, ever be infringed. Thus they made a written affirmation of such. Wise beyond their years. And they said time and time again in so many different matters that you disarm the citizenry, they become a nation of slaves. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And people all across this nation will rise up and take one look at you and say, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry that this tragedy happened. But you will not take away my freedoms and liberties. Period. And I am one, and I am proud to be. And I will stand here to my dying day, whether it be of natural causes or unnatural. And I will defend my freedoms and liberties in the face of tyranny and oppression, to include my right to keep and bear any arms that I want to. Sure, technology has changed since the 1700s, but freedom and liberty has not. The rights that you have not changed and will not change because they are natural and God-given. All you're doing is wasting time and money, whether you're doing a march, a protest, a demonstration, or you're actually passing legislation or passing these bills. Because real, true, patriotic Americans across this country are going to look at you and go, we don't care. We don't care. Because just like our founding fathers of this country, this nation, who initiated the great experiment of freedom and liberty, we will defend these rights to the death, and probably not ours. Most likely not ours. When you trample on freedom and liberty, you spit in the face and on the grave of every single soldier that has died defending freedom and liberty in this country. You spit in their face and you piss on their grave, and therefore you are a worthless excuse of a human being and do not belong to enjoy the freedoms and liberties that were so defended by so many who are now laying in the grave. Make your legislation. Have your gun control. Go ahead. It's not going to make a hill of beans. It's true patriots like me all across this country. I'm going to say, fuck you. We're free. And we will not be enslaved by oppression and tyranny. That's all there is to it. That is all there is to it. Give me liberty or give me death. Don't tread on me.